Your town for Fletcher's, trusted real estate experts for almost 100 years.
Well, this is the last Your Town for 2016. By the way, Nick McCallum will be taking over next Monday for me. I'll be having a few weeks off. But this morning we sent our intrepid program reporter, Alyssa Allen, out to Seville. Alyssa, good afternoon, and what did you find?
Hello, Tom. Well, first of all, my Google Maps tried to take me to Seville in Spain, and that would take a day and 3 hours, and I was tempted.
Right, it would take you longer than that in a car.
It would. Imagine your town in Spain. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Siestas, dancing. But I eventually got to Seville. It took about an hour from my home, but it's also about an hour back into the city. And Fletcher's Real Estate have provided the median house price, and it's $516,000, which isn't too bad.
Well, that's pretty cheap. Okay, so Seville, I mean, I think of it as on the rural fringe of Melbourne, but it is still technically part of Melbourne, isn't it?
Yes, locals consider it a part of Melbourne, but I've been told it's not unusual to see a horse strutting down the street. And today I had to step over some horse poo. So I think that suggests more country living than city.
Well, you're from the country.
I'm from the country.
Well, did you used to ride a horse to school?
I gathered some sheep, took them to school.
Thought so.
But yeah, I spoke to a local real estate agent, and they told me it's a popular suburb for first home buyers because of that affordable price. And it's, in the country, there's rolling hills, it's very green, it's peaceful. I spoke to Rob. He migrated to Australia 25 years ago from England, and he said it reminded him of Shropshire. Apparently it's quite similar to Shropshire in England.
Apart from the fact it's got kangaroos and gum trees and koalas and everything else, it's the same as Shropshire, is it? I do struggle a little bit with that, but anyway.
So the suburb's surrounded by vineyards and orchards, and it's very popular for Asian tourists. They like to go to pick cherries during this time of year.
Can I say something funny? There's a village in England, not in Shropshire, but somewhere else near it's in Oxfordshire, and same sort of thing. Busloads of Chinese tourists every day, and I actually know the village. It'll come to me in a moment, but it's remarkably unremarkable. I mean, it doesn't have any particular. It doesn't have a cathedral. It doesn't have some amazing castle or anything. But for some reason, the Chinese tourists have just decided that's where they want to go.
It's fresh air, green open spaces.
I know, but you get that anywhere.
Not in Asia. I just returned from Vietnam.
But this particular village, that's what I'm saying. Anyway.
True. One thing I did notice today, though, and the locals agree with me, there's no Christmas spirit in Seville. There's no decorations, there's no lights. Well,
we have an explanation. We had Natalie Hutchins, the local government minister, on last week, and she confirmed to me that Yarra Ranges, which I think is the Shire Council in which Seville is located, didn't want to spend any money, $0 on Christmas this year.
Well, it's showing, but I guess they're doing more important things such as picking up the bins and cleaning up the horse poo down the street. But a few people said to me today that, they're like big kids and they love Christmas, and it would be nice to have a bit of Christmas spirit in the area.
Okay, so Seville is more bush than urban. Horses and the accompanying horse poo everywhere. No Christmas decorations. Popular with Asian tourists. Anything else?
It's probably one of the best suburbs I've been to. I'm glad I finished there because it's beautiful, it's scenic, and you don't feel like you're in Melbourne, but you can sort of see the city from a distance.
96900 693 13 13 32. If anybody has visited both Seville and Shropshire, are they similar? I actually have been to Shropshire and I struggled to see Seville in it, but I might have had my blinkers on that day. Our next guest is the owner of Seville Butchers, Leanne Stewart. Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you, Tom?
I'm well, Leanne. For how long have you lived there?
I've lived here for 53 years.
53 years. Has it changed much in that time?
It certainly has. It used to be a little country town, which consisted of a post office, a butcher shop, a petrol station, a fruit shop and an IGA. We now have a Woolworths, an Aldi, a car wash, a restaurant, a cafe, a butcher's, a Curves, a Chinese restaurant, a Vietnamese restaurant, and an ice cream shop.
Wow. And do a lot of people use horses as their way of getting from A to B?
No, it's actually a big horse community because we've got Wandered Park just out the back of us.
Right.
A lot of the people are very big into horses around here, so occasionally we do see horses come down the street, but they're going over to the pony club across the road.
Now, I'm told that you're the owner of Seville Butchers, also a restaurant called The Butcher's Daughter and the Old Butcher Shop Cafe. Well, what do you love so much about the term butcher?
I was a butcher. I was brought up in a butcher shop.
I
was a butcher for 23 years, or 24 years.
Do you come from a family of butchers?
Yes, we're my son's fourth generation butchers in the Seville Butchers. My grandfather bought out here in 1949, and my father bought it off him, and I took it over the butcher shop over 25 years ago. When the town developed, I moved the butcher shop to the front of Woolworth, and I turned the old butcher shop into a cafe.
Oh, that is magnificent.
And
So people going to Woolworths will still come to you to get their meat?
that's it.
Now, tell me, the Yarra Ranges Council, I had the Minister for Local Government on the program last week, and she said that Yarra Ranges was one of the stingiest councils when it came to Christmas decorations. Well, do you know anything about that?
Well, yes, they haven't put any decorations up at all this year.
None.
If the town didn't have any spirit of Christmas, the town wouldn't have any Christmas spirit.
How do the locals feel about that?
Well, it'd be nice if they did something. I don't want to criticise them too much, but
No, you can live
be
there.
a little bit nice.
All right, thank you, Leanne. Leanne Stewart, former butcher, owner of Seville Butchers, the Butcher's Daughter restaurant and the Old Butcher Shop Cafe. I do like people who do things with their hands, chop up the meat and sell it to us. 96900 693. What about this lack of Christmas decorations? I mean, seriously. You know, I'm all for councils not wasting money on things, but Christmas? Really? Getting rid of it? Seville, let me know. Tell me about it. 96900 693. It's 3:45.
This is